You know, I'm just saying it makes a lot more sense. A sink is about waist height. A toilet's way, way lower. So it's much safer if you think about it.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Dan and this is Bob from GigaBois.com. We're here to play some Chasm and have a cat with you.
Have a cat?
Spaceman's like, the title's throwing me because I just want to pronounce both CHs the same. Okay. This is Chasm. We want to have a chat with you.
Exciting.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, are we... Is everything still going okay? Do we actually have visual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, visual.
Okay.
Everything seems to be streaming all right. Making sure it's all good over here. Got sounds.
At this point, this isn't C Quest 64.
Bob, our channel is doing a terrible job of playing Quest 64 as much as people want us to.
Yes.
You notice that?
They want us to play a dangerous amount of Quest 64 though, so...
Which is any, for those who are curious. Bob, what is Chasm?
Chasm's like a Castlevania knockoff sort of indie game with randomly generated elements to it.
Yeah, I can see where the slide and the exact weapon you're using and many other things, you know?
Yeah. It's clearly inspired.
It's clearly inspired.
But then it has
That's a challenging phrasing you've used.
Yes.
Because yes, it's clearly been inspired by a thing.
Yeah.
But it's clearly not inspired because it's only been inspired by one thing.
Right.
But in any case, as his wall jumping, it's like Mega Man, you guys. There, we tricked them. Now they care.
There you go.
Oh, hey, Bob's here too. Yeah, Bob's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben's here. Actually, I think I ended up being Ben.
Oh.
Because of what the person said. It like was clearly me, and I was like,
Are you not Ben? Is that not okay?
Chibijaru says, "Did you say Mega Man?" I do like that. Like, even though a ton of the people who watch this channel like Mega Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Spaceman says they liked Bob, but not Ben.
Yes. I don't know about this Ben guy.
Okay, so guys, something you may not assume about this game. The float he does, he has to push that button again to do it.
Yeah, no.
He can't just jump and hold it.
This is a game I was actually liking a whole lot when I first started playing. And then as I got new abilities, I started disliking every single one of them.
Why is that?
They just seem like bad ideas. Like this whole floating thing. The wall slide or the wall like grip like that comes after another ability, which is a ledge grab.
So you can grab ledges, you can kick walls, you can glide. The glide pisses me off more than anything else.
The glide is like awful. The glide is the last thing I got, and it has, yeah.
It slows your horizontal movement. You have to double press to engage it.
Yeah, you can't
So
just hold.
doing it at the height of your jump is a real pain.
Right.
During boss fights, that thing was infuriating. Oh, let's see. Chimijaru says, I finished X2, but didn't get the Magna Centipede achievement. What's the Magna Centipede achievement? You gotta kill him in a certain way?
Gotta chop his arms off. I assume you can do that.
What was his name in Japan? It's something Hyaku Lager. Because it's 8 legs. Yeah.
Fancy.
You have to beat the stage without being detected.
Ah.
I'd love to try that. I would love to try that. Yeah, if we weren't playing Chasm here, I'd probably be streaming me trying to get a platinum in the collection.
Ah.
Because I've been wanting to do that since it came out.
Right.
Just we've been so busy making videos about the collection that I haven't had time to stream the collection. And you know, the week of dream streams isn't about what I want. No. It's about what they want.
They want Quest 64, and we gave them that once, and now they never will let
want it again, right?
No.
They're done wanting that. They're gonna move on to X-Men Destiny. Or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called?
I think that's right, yeah.
It's just weird because Destiny's a game.
Yeah, you also can't reopen your parachute after a single jump. Like, after doing it once and bouncing off a wall or something, you can't reopen it. So it really doesn't give you many options. Like, you think it's gonna let you get to a lot of places, and it just doesn't.
Just as X says, the glide seems similar to X8 Axle or 4th Armor X. No, it's so much worse. Because it slows down your horizontal movement. You don't get slowed down as Axel. I think you can do it. No?
I don't know if that's
Christian,
possible.
Fucking top hat.
Honestly, I'm not sure exactly where to go right now. This might be it, but I'm like, this doesn't seem possible. And beating the latest boss, I don't think it gave me anything that useful, so.
Chimera Drew says, too bad it's not like the hat in Shantae 3.
Which one's Shantae 3? Is it literally called that?
I wish, no, of course not. None of them are called that. I really wish they numbered them though.
Yeah, I've got no idea, because I've played like 2 of them all the way through. I just have no idea which ones they are. It's definitely not 1, because that's the Game Boy Color one.
Mm-hmm. So you probably played 2 and 3.
Or maybe 3 and 4.
Is there a 4th? I don't think there is.
There's 4. Because
there's a DSi one.
Yeah, so that would be 2.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the one that just came out.
There's 3DS one too.
That's a different one?
Yeah, that's a different one. The Pirate's Curse.
Oh yeah, there you go. Chimizu is saying Pirate's Curse.
Okay, so yeah.
Risky's Revenge is 2. Half Genie Heroes 4. Man, that's...
Yeah, yeah.
Chimizu, you can't like Shantae, okay? It's bad for women.
Has anyone even tried to pull that with Shantae?
Oh, I'm sure someone out there screaming.
Probably.
Man, Shantae's so much better than this.
Yeah, it is.
I feel bad because, you know, for all we know, the developer of this game is just like someone streamed my game and he tunes in and it's just tearing it a new one. But you know,
actually, I liked it a decent bit before all these other things got added to it. So I'm like, it's weird.
For me, it's another case of something that tries really hard to be a thing and completely misses what made that thing.
Right.
I mean, it's got a nice art style of its own, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the art style is pretty well fleshed out in characters and environment art, but...
the music's really bad.
The music's fucking terrible. Like, it literally... The music it makes me think of every time is, I would like to say friend of ours, but maybe I'm overselling it. I don't know. Whatever. A guy I know out in California does really low rent indie films. Like super low rent. And he has this song that he uses in basically all of his films that him and some other guy composed. It reminds me of that. That's how low rent this is. Chimajiru says, but she wiggles her butt when she crouches. Though I guess I wouldn't call Half Genie Hero 4 because it's more of a reboot of the plot than a sequel like the others. Master X says, hey Gigalads in chat, I wasn't able to attend the Mega Man Maker stream. How'd it go? It went pretty well.
We got an Acidia level. Maybe it's there.
You literally stress me out when you keep bringing up the Acidia level, like I'm so triggered.
I'm sorry.
It was brutal. It was 50 minutes of fucking brutal. I think I got through 3 segments. Maybe just 2.
Maybe I can make this.
Yeah, you can make it.
Right. Found new stuff here, guys. Oh.
Jim Colarusso says, Master X 6666666.
I got a sword hat. Sword hat too.
Sword hat? It's really called sword hat?
Oh, this is gonna be a sword familiar.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh my god. the last familiar was bad enough, but so I guess we're gonna go around with this guy. Do you think if I level him up enough, I can use him as a weapon?
Yeah, absolutely. Because of course.
Yeah.
Isn't this a familiar in Aria of Sorrow? No, it's in Symphony. Only that looks so much worse than it did in Symphony. Because it's mostly not even turning. Whereas in Symphony, it had sort of like physics, you know? Like it would come and...
Yeah, yeah. It looked like it was going to do a little bit of that, and then it just didn't.
And it just didn't. If you take the sword on a bunch of dates and stuff, will it get stronger? That's so much better an idea for a game than this. Mazda X asks, can you summarize the Acidia level in 3 words? I can try 3 proper nouns, you know? Top spin, charge kick, and wind. I don't remember the name of the wind attack. Bob was talking about whether or not they're gonna reinvent the wheel with the next gen consoles controllers, or they're gonna be like, we hit the peak.
I mean, one thing they could do if they did do brand new ones is good, because it's a good battery. Jesus, Sony.
Right.
And like that's the worst part of the DualShock 4, I think. Just dies so fast.
Yeah, they did improve the build quality after a while.
Yeah.
Chimateru says, is already an idea for a game, Boyfriend Dungeon or something. I have heard about that.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'd rather play that. Guys, nothing eats my fucking patience and soul faster than a game that's a spiritual successor. You notice that about me?
Yeah, you do seem really harsh on him.
Well, it's just like, why the fuck would I play this? The original's still good. If you have an interesting idea to add on top of it, then go the fuck ahead.
Well, I think their interesting idea is supposed to be the randomly generated part, make it kind of like Diablo, but
that's supposed to be interesting?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's terrible! Fuck. That's the least interesting thing in the fucking world! That's not a mechanic! Yeah. Also, how about these dudes from Metroid?
Yeah. You remember Metroid? Sure you do.
No. Yeah, sure you do. You know, I bet not a single one of these people has fucking seen Laser Frog.
Huh.
Yeah. He even ended up on Kotaku, but they just did such a bad job of marketing him that even though I'm sure his videos did fine, they didn't do like gangbusters. Why do you have a bucket on your face when you go underwater?
It's supposed to be like a scuba mask.
I see. What's the plot like for this game?
Basically, you're sent to this village because they had some problem with their mine. And then you find out the mine's filled with monsters, and you're now going through it and be like, oh man, there's lots of weird secret or artifacts down here. And that's about it. Dan is upset.
Open roguelike plot generator.exe. Copy. Paste.
Yeah, no,
that's literally the most roguelike. Chocobo Dungeon has that plot.
But it was a bad idea to stream this. Dan is very upset.
No, it's fine. I'd much rather you stream this than me stream, you know,
Megman.
something where I'm gonna be concentrating on the game heavily. I just, you know, want to talk about the game. Bob doesn't feel confident streaming anything, to be honest.
It's true.
He's like, I don't think anyone's gonna watch anything we stream. I think they hate us. Bob, 110 people showed up earlier. I don't think they like us at all. Yeah, it's staggering that that sword isn't turning.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to level him up.
For him to animate?
Yep.
That's maybe not a great way to go about this. But yeah, I don't know. The next gen consoles are gonna be really weird. Cause the ideal resolution for games on it is 4K, but there's almost no way it can accomplish that.
Really, this bigger section was just the boss arena? Okay. Oh, there we go. The map should be filled out.
Cause it's like those consoles. Are they really gonna have like 32 gigs of RAM or just 16? If it's just 16, it's like, wow, we waited 5 years and got twice as much RAM. Impressive. I don't know. It's all just really weird. You know what's a much better game than this?
What's that?
Rogue Legacy. That game has ideas. This game does not. In terms of gameplay, I like Pirate's Curse the best of the Shantae games. But the fact that it doesn't have dances is kind of a downer, since dances were like your special thing in other games.
It's true. They really switched it up in that one. But I also kind of liked it a lot. I don't know. I feel like they did a better job balancing bosses and other parts of level design in the latest one in Half Genie Hero.
Yeah.
Because Pirate's Curse just had some really dumb stuff. Like I remember the final boss being like just insanely cheap.
The Half Genie Heroes bosses were really well designed, from all of them that I've seen. Strigoi says, is this a Metroidvania?
Why, yes.
Yes. Evil Eyeball says, I had 8 gigabytes in my PC in 2008. Yeah. But like the RAM that's in the PS4 and Xbox, well, really just the PS4, is very special. You know, it's insanely high speed compared to the RAM you would have in your PC in 2008, you know, or even 2010 or even 2012. Like it's a GDDR5 RAM. And if I remember correctly, and once again, I could be wrong, it had somewhere between 200 and 300 gigabytes per second. Which still is pretty impressive. Actually, I think it was 183. The Xbox One had more throughput on its RAM, its ES RAM, but had rock bottom throughput on its DDR3 cache. Evil Abel says, "Oh, of course, I'm running with 8 gigs of DDR2, as in 2x 4 gigabyte sticks." Yeah. Whereas, yeah, they're doing like, you know, really impressive high throughput stuff. The fact these new graphics cards from NVIDIA are only just barely better than HBM is interesting. But at the same time, they keep the cost a lot lower than HBM because they're GDDR6. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but it's really not unfortunate. I got to buy a used 1080 Ti because I knew I would need a new... I thought your sword was the flies, and I was like, what the fuck happened? I like you clipping through the wall over there visually. It looked incredible. Not there, at the bottom of this.
Ah.
Yeah. Right on the right side below that. Yeah, you see it?
I wonder if that might be a secret thing hiding there.
Hit it. Hit it with your sword.
Just need to fall in. No? Okay.
Hit it with your sword.
I guess we'll do that.
Kill it. Kill the bad graphics problem. Okay, nope, can't.
It's weird. Usually when something like that happens, there's like a hidden item in there.
Anyway. But yeah, I knew I would need a faster GPU for color grading 4K stuff for the Mighty Number 9 review, since that thing's going to be so fucking long, and holy shit, that's a lot of footage that we're gonna have to deal with. And I didn't want the GPU bottlenecking it hardcore. So I bought a used 1080 Ti because it was a pretty good deal on it. Graphic glitches make Dan feel dirty. No, graphic glitches remind Dan why he hates procedurally generated content. Because in theory, that idea is fine. You just lose all designer polish, you know? This is technically possible, is the sort of mentality that generates some of the worst levels we've ever played.
Right.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Dude.
Jinx. I'm Jinx. Bounty hunter. Yeah.
So maybe he'll have something to do. Spoiler warning, this might be near the end of the game. I really don't know.
I think the people watching may be okay with that.
Right? So now back to town. Exciting, I know.
I don't think they care. I mean, like I've said countless times, you worry about people not wanting to see you try something if you failed at it before in a game, and it's like, that's normal, you know? People watch people play games on live streams, not just games they're really good at.
Right.
And, you know, getting from one part of the game to another is the entire point of a Metroidvania. Spaceman Spiff says, we watched you play Battle Chess. I don't think it's gonna get worse than that.
The sickest of burns.
I have to wonder, is there something worse than Battle Chess on the NES? Getting Sonic Ace 007's getting flashbacks of Salt and Sanctuary while watching us backtrack through this. Chiba Drew says, Rockman, Battle and Chess.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Some people watch people to see them fail at video games. Why would you bring that up here, Sturgoy?
We would never do that. I also have Death's Gambit on here, which I have hardly played any of.
If I remember correctly, you weren't too hot on that.
I was not. I want to play more of it, but yeah. I think I should probably finish this first anyway.
Evil Eyeball says, I'm working on a spreadsheet for a baby name pool for my upcoming child. Just making the last changes to the script that runs behind the scenes, so that it will only let people other than him see their own entry, but it'll let him see everyone's entries. I like it. That's cool.
How big a pool of people are you letting name your kid?
Oh, we're just throwing in every name. Every name.
Okay.
His middle names are gonna be Dan and video game. Video juegos. So far, do you think you like this or Death's Gambit more?
It was this until I started getting all sorts of different abilities. It's probably still this, just because the whole feel of Death's Gambit was kind of wonky. But I want to give it more chance.
Chiba Giroux was losing it. He said, when you said him, I thought you meant the baby at first. I Stealth Fan says, here I am, rougher than the rest of them. I'm worried this guy, he might not chuckle.
Probably not.
Mildly concerning. It's like weird that the art style is one of the things I like the most about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know, usually that That's one of the last things I care about. Bob, Zone of the Enders is almost coming out on PS4. Sports VR and 4K.
It's pretty crazy.
Evil Eyeball says, we picked 32 boy names and 32 girl names, and we will have a vote for their favorites in the bracket style sheet and then see how close they match to what we decided on. I did see a guy the other day online who named his new son Leo.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is it Mega Super Line or? I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty, but it looks like it's engineered to be endearing, and that ironically makes it less endearing. I know exactly what you're talking about, Strigoi, but I feel like this sort of, you know, rides the line. But I get what you're saying. I really do. And then the sword completely lacks that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Evil Eyeball says, but it was short for Leonardo Raphael. And just name your kid Leoric. Then when he dies, he gets to become the Skeleton King.
Right?
I like pixel art more when it was limited and nice stuff came from the solutions people had to come up with. Yeah, obviously. Like, it was so much more genuine then, obviously. You know, now you get weird things where certain colors don't look right to your eye because it's imitating consoles you're used to in the past, but it's selecting colors that never existed for those. You know, I'm not saying this is a case of that. I'm just saying that's very common. Evil Eyeball said he would try to convince his wife to let him name the next one Mike, short for Michelangelo Donatello.
That guy wasn't helpful. Alright.
I feel like normally in like Castlevania games, you don't usually have to pixel bitch the map this much to figure out where to go next. I think there's one moment in Circle of the Moon, and it doesn't last that long.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, multiple things open up, and then you're like, okay, what even? And I feel like this has happened a couple times in this game, which is not great. Like, it kind of has a really bad flow to it because of that.
Yeah, I was like, it's almost like it has no sense of flow because it's fucking procedurally generated.
I was talking to Eric about it because he's actually, like, basically platinumed this game. Because he's a madman who has an insane amount of free time. Apparently the randomization isn't even that much. Like, there's certain points, everything are like basically the teleporters are where they're going to be, and it's really what between those. This game was also in development forever. Like, I played this as a demo at Best Buy like 2 or 3 years ago.
Chimajiru says, once we had 4 boy foster kittens and named them after the Ninja Turtles and gave them color-coded collars so we could tell which one was which because they were all black. That's awesome. Story says, and the only reason you got lost for a second in Circle of the Moon is because 2 items roughly do the same thing, the shoulder bash and the box pushing. Actually, it was the area with the poison water that got me. Because that area opens up in a very weird way, in a way that doesn't really flow from the rest of the game. Like, you have to go in that one wall area pretty early on. It's literally in the area that you walk through right after you beat the first boss on your way to the rest of the castle. So, you know, it's not something, because the flow of the rest of the game was a bit more logical, right? It wasn't something I exactly expected. And when I hit it, I had forgotten that I even got that necklace that purifies. So I hit the poison water, the game froze, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck's happening? And then it just slowly changed the water color, which was really hard to notice on a Game Boy Advance screen.
Do it.
Yeah.
Come on, Sword. You have to be better than this.
Yeah, Shadow...
there we go.
Spaceman, you're talking about Shadow Surge? I watched his videos. I thought I was subscribed to him, but maybe I'm not. He says the Mega Man Perfect Runner streamer I mentioned earlier today has been playing through Circle of the Moon lately. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
Because we're not excellently good, right? At games. Do you ever wonder why do we even do this?
That's a little bit. I don't know.
You ever sit there and go, some other guy could just be doing this so much better than me. Why am I even doing it? No one wants to see this.
I don't know. Like, that's...
Do you have that thought or not?
Not really.
Okay. It's that night, man. Pretty much every Game Boy Advance game improves by not playing on the Game Boy Advance. True. I can't wait till Woozle comes out with his Game Boy Advance HDMI solution later this year.
Get him. There we go.
Because it has a Super NES controller port on it.
I should hit him one more time with my real sword.
Man, Bob.
What's up?
So about when you mimic something and you mimic the worst part because you have no idea what made it good.
Right.
It's fine. It's fine. I know the staircase. It's in the library. Make sure you do that double jump down kick so you can bounce off of someone's head and get up to there early.
I wish I had that. I wish I had double jumps, jump kicks, all that stuff. Instead I have cape.
Cool. Real cool. It's okay, Bob. Just do a backdash jump. No, of course.
Yeah, no,
Kidding me?
Not gonna do anything special.
Not even remotely.
See, there's a thing up there, but I can't get up there.
You know, we can stream another game if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's easy enough to switch. We just have the PS4 hooked up.
yeah, I mean, Mighty Number 9's already installed, right?
Wait. This is new? Okay. It's secret.
But is it important?
I don't know. MP max up. Okay.
2 MP.
I know.
That's impressive.
Exciting.
I've seen you travel through a lot of these.
Yeah. He thinks it's cool, I guess.
Seems like a gigantic waste of fucking time. Hey, Fresh and Wild. We're just sitting here playing Chasm while just talking to people about random stuff.
Got emeralds.
Oh, boy. Bob, by the end of the day, Bloodstain will review worse than this game.
That's insane.
I'm almost certain of it. Because people are idiots. Because this game's 2D, Bob. And that game's 3D doesn't look good enough. So, chances are the reason they delayed it is so the environment art would look a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they literally said they delayed it because of feedback on the E3 demo.
That makes sense.
And that's the #1 feedback on the E3 demo. I regret commenting on a video about the GeForce RTX scenario. Oh, you have the Traveler's Cape. Is that gonna be a cape that gets broken because it's so powerful? Yes! Holy shit. That's 3 in everything, ridiculous. Basically.
Why is it this good?
Because you have a lot of map coverage, duh.
Maybe. It doesn't say it outright that that's what affects it, though.
Strigoi says, and Miriam isn't, quote, a strong female character. She's too light and skinny.
What?
I hope no one said that.
That's insane.
I mean, I'm gonna think it's fucking weird if they stick it up, Miriam. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna be too confused. Spaceman Spiff says, some people gave Octopath Traveler a bad review because it was 2D in 2018. Yeah, but that's the thing. When it's a Metroidvania, people are used to seeing it in 2D. You make it 3D and people fucking hate it. What do you think, Bob? Do you think Bloodstain's gonna review worse than this game?
I don't know what this game reviewed, honestly. I'm not.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't glowing.
Yeah, like this doesn't seem like one that achieved above 8s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you think?
I think Bloodstain's gonna tank critically. I think I'm gonna have to be angry at game journalists forever because they're going to ruin this for me.
Right.
Metroid for the DS was decent.
Which Metroid is on the DS?
Do you mean
Pinball?
3DS or?
No,
You mean that multiplayer shooter? That's all I got, man.
Right.
Metroid Prime Hunters and maybe he meant 3DS.
No, Dan. It's Metroid Spinball. That's what it is.
I wish it was literally called that. Let's see. Chimajaru says I should be playing Octopath right now.
Yeah, I should download more of that.
Yeah, we could be doing that right now.
Huh.
And then Vox could be extra bad that we aren't streaming Live Alive, but we are streaming Octopath. Then which Metroid game are you talking about, Fresh and Wild? Stealth Fan says randomly playing Pendulum Beat. What is Pendulum Beat on?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I guarantee you, 110%. No, it's guaranteed. So it's not even a percent thing, right? This game controls much better than Bunny Must Die. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But Bunny Must Die has so many more interesting ideas and an interesting aesthetic. You know? It's unique.
It's true.
At the end of the day, this game is just a forgettable knockoff of Symphony of the Night. God damn it, Stealth Fan says Pendulum Beat is just a Yu-Gi-Oh! Intro song. You got me. Chimajaru says, I just finished everyone's chapter 1. Don't spoil it for Bob. I guarantee he hasn't done that yet.
No, I haven't. I've got through a good chunk of their chapter 1s, but not all of them.
But yeah, this is just joyless. You can just barely make these jumps is like the shittiest way to design a game's platforming. Like this thing you're doing right now.
Right, I think the idea here was, oh, it's gonna be like Castlevania, but it was tougher platforming. Like, that's not exactly good.
It's not engaging. It's just annoying. Castlevania has challenging platforming moments. It uses the dive kick, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Chimajaru, where did that comment? Oh, okay, you're talking about Octopath. She says in Octopath, there's a town where everyone talks like Warlick. Fresh and Wild says Metroid Prime Hunters. There you go.
Okay.
Spaceman Spiff says Chapter 2 is where it gets fun. And then he mentions gameplay mechanics. Do you want me to mention it? Or?
Sure.
He started reading it. He didn't even acknowledge whether or not he wanted to know. He was just too curious. He had to look. Toad says, an indie game being lazy? No way.
Because I think I got this pendant for beating that last boss. And I don't... Ancient Volcanic Stone cards from Simple Ulak. I don't... Oh, man.
Are you gonna read some lore? Read some lore, Bob. You got this. Chat, help him. Look up what he's supposed to do. While I pee.
He has to worship Black. Wait, right there?
It's okay though, Bob, because the sink is much closer to waist height.
Imagine a 3D mode in Mega Man Maker. That sounds weird. Seems to have completely just eclipsed of belief from belief. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know where I take this thing. I don't know if there's been a volcano or anything. Okay. Okay. I don't think there'll be any other combo for this. It was really just to open the one thing. Down there's that secret I need another item for. Then I can do something with that dot. Go to the middle of the map, guys.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Oh, it's okay.
Did you discover of your own ingenuity what to do next?
No. Damn it. I could tell you what boss I just beat if you guys wanna look it up.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
I could tell the chat what boss I just beat if you guys want to look up what we're supposed to do next.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It was Trell. I just killed Trell.
Yeah, if you guys want to help about, look up Trell.
T-R-E-L-L. E-L-L.
Yeah, Trell, like trail, but Trell. Strigoi says, I think it's not even laziness, it's just the same reason why music and novels and everything else is shitty nowadays. You either get overzealous corporate meddling or no editors/production at all. I agree with Spaceman here. That sword is ludicrously bad. The sword familiar in Symphony was bad enough. This dude's like the brain-dead cousin of that dude.
Right? You gotta level him up. Or else he'll do literally nothing. Maybe I should have just done equip him. I mean, I'm thinking stat loss because I'm using it.
I'm not gonna say that I understand what the Chasm developer went through, you know? I know nothing about the guy, I've never seen a single video with him, I don't know how big the team is, but I do know that at some point you make a thing based on I really liked this thing, so I want to make a game like that, and at some point you completely lose any sense of identity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point your perfectionism is aimed in the wrong direction and you just care about reproducing that thing more so than coming up with better solutions than what it had.
Yeah, I honestly suspect that he didn't even play other Castlevania games. Like everything is like straight from Symphony.
I mean, the slide isn't from Symphony.
Sure,
that's pretty
slide...
Circle of the Moon. Like the way his legs part and stuff and the exact distance he slides.
Okay.
But I think those are the only two.
God, another thing that's barely out of reach.
Spaceman says, he just waits until you've beaten up an enemy, then floats over and stabs him once so he can say he helped. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? Your arms literally slide past it. I don't like... What?
Yeah, it does the fade out a little too soon, and it's awful.
You know, as much as the bloodstain, like, cut was a little weird to get used to, it's better than that. Man, that's obnoxious as hell.
No.
No.
That doesn't gain you height.
Nope, you don't have the right ability yet. Just wait till you get double jump. Then you'll really be...
Does anyone look up where I'm supposed to go yet?
Nope.
Can you kick off the wall above the door? I can. But you hit your wall, because you don't get to adjust it much at all, you just kind of immediately fly straight up. It gets really close.
Yeah, but so did normal.
I know. Okay, so where else even could we go? Just did the garden stuff. Did this stuff. Maybe something only back in the regular mines.
I mean, I don't think that's the case, Strigoi. I think the large chasm that exists between good products and bad products is sincerely ideas that are original, ideas that resonate with people, and the execution of them, you know? You can have something that really vibes with people and they get it and they dig it, but isn't original at all. But it's executed insanely well. And that'll do gangbusters. Like, you just have to do 2 of these elements really, you know, you have to rank those really highly. The problem here is that it's not exceedingly executed well. It doesn't have any original ideas. And the thing it's trading on to resonate with players is just straight up Symphony of the Night. It's another game. You know?
Right.
I mean, he literally catches on fire and shakes.
Yeah, it's the exact same way.
And that enemy is also very, very similar to one in Symphony.
Right, and he just did the thing Alucard does where he turns to stone and falls on the ground.
I mean, as much as I've trashed Freedom Planet over the years, and I wouldn't say I've trashed it, I've just said I've been highly critical of it, you know?
Right.
That guy clearly did a much better job than this guy. You know? Like, what he made resonates with people a lot stronger.
Right.
The characters are original, if not, you know. They're not saying they're great characters, but I'm saying they are rather original. And his execution, though weird and sloppy, was a lot more interesting than this, you know?
Mm-hmm. Ah, found something.
I hate every time that happens in a Metroidvania.
Officer sword.
I bet it's totally stronger than your fucking broken ass sword.
Ceremonial.
Take 2? Can we?
Ceremonial.
There we go.
Ceremonial.
You said it right.
There's a guy in town who wants platinum.
What about the upper right thing?
Upper right?
All the way at the top.
I guess at the door. Who knows? Let's see if I can get to it. Like, no, good. Place. Oh no, are you serious? I thought I could get up there and start doing the wall jumps.
Like, the music here sucks. On top of so many other aspects that are bad or suck. You know?
Right.
I don't know that this guy needed an editor as much as he needed more staff or higher quality staff, you know? Not to sound like a fucking dick. I'm not saying anything I'm saying here to be an asshole and rag on the dude. Just the music should be way better than this. Yeah. That would help immensely.
Right.
Like, who knows? Maybe I would turn around based on how good the music was. Resogun would probably be a fucking terrible game if it had bad music. Because it could ruin the aesthetic, you know?
Right.
It could ruin the zone. Take you out of it. Sonic Ace 007 says, you know what's a good indie game? Momodora.
Yeah. It's
Reverie Under the Moonlight. Yeah.
It's still like the only indie Metroidvania game I really like. It nails its aesthetic.
Imagine if Buddy Must Die controlled well. Now that you've entered an alternate dimension.
Right.
Yeah, for me, Buddy Must Die really just trades on how unique it is and how interesting the ideas are and how well the ideas resonate with me, right?
Okay.
Because the fucking controls suck so hard. What's up?
That's some other thing I haven't got yet.
Oh, because you don't have a fucking shovel?
Yeah, I don't know.
Couldn't find a fucking shovel? Chibi Giroux says, I have that on my wish list and yet never bought it. I can't remember if I have a wish list on Steam. You know, we could be playing those city games, like City Skyline.
Oh yeah,
I own that. Steve got it for me.
We wouldn't even need to rehook stuff up.
Yeah. I mean, we would because we don't have a mouse and keyboard right here.
I got a keyboard there. I just move the mouse over.
So that's so how you're gonna play it too. In that chair over there, he's gonna do this the whole stream. Hey guys.
I don't need these.
Oops, I dropped my pants.
I'll just have the mouse on my lap.
click out.
It won't be high level play, okay? I'm not saying it
One
will.
might even say it's low level play. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
I wonder if at some point...
Someone will look up what I do after getting Trell? Or killing Trell?
I don't wonder that at all. I think they're more interested in what's happening here. I wonder if at some point... Man, you really threw my train of thought there. If AMD's next cards are actually... Because they're not doing any dumb ray tracing shit, right?
Right.
I wonder if they're so good at performance and the GPU compute power is so good, right? That I literally sell the card I just bought just to buy a high-end one of those, which gamers will undervalue because they're not as good at games.
Right.
Or maybe they will be, because they won't be spewing their transistor budget at fucking deep learning, machine learning processors and other bullshit.
Yeah, thing over there.
Spaceman Spiff says, I bought a cute guy at work Terraria off of his wish list so he'd play it with me. Is that working? Did it work? I've never tried traditional flirting. Old shit. Hercules? Whatever. In any case, says, just to point it out, but many single artists do fine without a great deal of direction. Groups, on the other hand, almost require some management. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some individual, I mean, Bunny Must Die was made by one person.
Right.
Yes, it would have been better if someone was there to go, are you fucking serious with this control scheme? Like, this thing, you literally control like a dump truck. What the fuck are you doing? But at the same time, I don't think a group of people and an editor and whatever would have been able to turn this game into a better game. I think you just needed way more artists and a much more unique vision for a game.
But Caves, though.
Cave Story is also made by one person.
It's true.
And that's an amazing game.
Right? That's
Oh,
also
hey,
set
Strigoi
mostly
just pointed that out.
It's other game that's set mostly underground, but way more interesting.
Spaceman Spiff says, it worked. Strigoi says, but this clearly needed someone to tell them they needed more help or to cut it down into a more manageable project. I do wonder if scope could have helped this, like scope control.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like between the ledge grab, the wall kick, and the glide, it's more of an ideas problem.
Yeah, like those are all
bad ideas.
Right.
Those are all really bad. They're really great ideas for learning how to make your platforming a fucking miserable chore. You know? Oh man, you can just barely make, oh, you can't just barely make that. You went all the way up here for another thing you just barely can't make. They needed someone to get the artist to develop an actual story. I'm sure when things were happening, there was a bit more of a story, right, Bob?
Not really. It's
fuck.
It's literally just been I get to a new area. There's some other dude going through the mines who's like a archaeologist, and you run into him sometimes. He's like, "Hey, this is what I found," and that's about it. Yeah, no, it's been real lacking in that department.
Strigoi says, like, cut back on the bad platforming and either make the gliding better or the wall kicking better. Cut on the environment diversity and make shit actually look nice. I don't know. Harmony of Dissonance has some backgrounds that are just fucking jokes. Are you about to look it up?
I'm about to look it up because this is insane.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd like to thank everyone who's here for hanging out with us, chilling with us. I don't know what time I work today. It'd be great if I checked my phone and it just said, you're fired. I'd be like, hell yeah. Time to beg for money on the internet.
Let's see. Well, I found the King Trail on the Chasm Wikipedia. Or Chasm Wiki, rather.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Warlock. Every wiki is a Wikipedia.
That's right.
Just like every condom is a condominium. Spaceman Smith says, welcome to We Read Game Facts.
Yeah.
Sonic Ace 007 says, you're welcome, Dan. I am a generous god after all. I have no idea why you're saying that. I've apparently lost the trail. Oh, hello.
He's Warlock, obviously.
Oh, yeah, totally. Make less songs, fewer, but pay for a couple really good damn songs. Yeah, no, that... Make good music. Fill your game where you're mostly wandering around listening to the music. Have really good music. I'm checking my schedule for tomorrow. Sorry, guys, that I'm also using my phone right now, but... You know, Bob's using his phone for important reasons, and in a very, very different aspect, I am too. You thanked us for being here with you guys. Okay, thank you. But yeah. You seem to take very, very personal credit for it, so I didn't connect those dots, so... You know. The Japanese version of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius had an Octopath crossover event.
That's cool. Has anyone put anything up on GameFAQs yet?
Nope. And look at me with my full schedule this next week. Oh well, if I just keep eating that ramen, I'll keep saving that money. Ignore the fact that I have Whataburger.
Didn't happen. It's not real.
What I really wanted was a monster.
Okay, there are FAQs up on here. That's an enemy/item guide.
There's no way it's this hard to fucking look up. Okay, Bob, the race is on. Except for I'm using a trash computer.
Maybe there's something that's what you do with this thing.
It's okay, guys. I got this. Totally got this. It's not that random, he said. Oh my god, I love strategy guys or walkthroughs that break up their fucking things into multiple pages.
Yep.
That's super helpful and easy to search. Yeah, it does seem like you're pretty close to the end, dude.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard to find anything.
It turns out you're done and you just need to talk to the right person in town.
Or it's like...
Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
I was about to ask you if you fought a type of enemy.
Uh-huh.
Then I realized that might be a bit of a spoiler.
I mean, this pendant has to be key to something, because it literally knocking all my stats down by 10. I couldn't find anything.
Uh-huh. What's the most recent area you've opened up? Do you know?
The keep. Like, that's the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like you should be in this area. This person can't spell the word reigned. As in, you know, they reigned over people. Boo-doo, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Boo-doo, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Oh, here we go. Oh, hey. So, this is why it was so hard to search. He's literally the last entry on this guide. And the Chromebook is so sloppy that me trying to search through the page the moment it loaded caused problems. So you have the Ulak pendant?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says return to the gardens.
Okay. Going back to the gardens.
Trying to find me.
Gotta go back to the garden center.
Yep.
Get kicked out of Walmart again.
Okay. Let's see, it says unlock the cave shortcut to the right, presumably of the boss. Go to the bottom left and grab the Ulak pendant from the red chest, the jewel ring from the red chest to the right. Now make your way towards the gardens to a room with a locked entrance that'll open when you equip Ulak's pendant.
Oh my god, I forgot about that entirely. Jesus. Because that was a long time ago.
Yeah. And we're now managing chat again. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, we're managing chat. Toad says, Chasm is an apt title for this since it's so hollow. I remember a song from Hollow Knight, but I remember every song in the NES Castlevania trilogy, and Hollow Knight soundtrack was much more memorable than this. Or sorry, just much more memorable than this.
Yeah, the Hollow Knight soundtrack was definitely better. I don't like that game, but...
Yeah, it was still a better soundtrack. This,
right.
As I said, literally made me think of one of the lowest rent indie films I've ever seen. Where the song was sort of composed by the guy who made the film. Oh my god.
What's up?
Weeaboom the Shitlord says, a friend just sent me Persona 4 porn parody, and I had to tap out at the intro because it looks like they could only afford the wigs for you and Chie. That's low rent. That's low rent when you could only afford 2 wigs. But yeah, even not comparing this to Castlevania, which is, you know, harsh. It's literally some of the most memorable soundtracks in all of gaming.
Right.
Bonnie Must Die has a sloppy soundtrack, but its melodies are really good. So at very least, you know, you can enjoy it.
Right, this doesn't have anything like melodies.
Right. That's the problem. I mean, Wolfold did a fucking awesome job remixing that soundtrack. This fucked up thing is, like, there's so many musicians on Bandcamp right now.
Is it this door? Not that one.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Salt and Sanctuary Arrow game has a better soundtrack than this.
No, that was the secret door.
Yeah?
I thought so. Like, this is the only sealed door I can think of. There's gotta be some other door here. Need something to put in that slot.
Double check it, let's see. Wow, yeah, no, that's not very random at all. This almost looks exactly like that.
Wow, what?
That's crazy.
That's insane. That's almost identical.
Yeah.
They just, this part's reordered and that's it.
What, the upper right?
Yeah.
Not really. Or the upper left? It's only barely reordered. They just switched this to the upper right and those to the lower left part.
I know.
Holy shit. It's fucking insane. But yeah, you'll find Bazden on your way there. He'll give you the translation book. Enter the next screen and equip Ulak's pendant to enter the temple. So the path to the temple should be all the way to the left.
Okay, so maybe there's another locked door over there.
It's that light blue on the left end of all this bullshit. How long have you guys been streaming this? It's 4 a.m. Only about 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. An hour at most. How about that? This is some early 2000s Newground Flash game music. Absolutely, I agree with that. But yeah, we're good now, guys. French Silvermane says, "Is this a Metroidvania?"
Yes, guys, this is a Metroidvania, not to be confused with some other genre. It's not a Make Maker level. Though those can be Metroidvanias too.
Is this a retro RPG for the N64?
No.
Then they're not interested.
What are we thinking? We should have been doing wait, we don't have a working memory card for the N64 yet. We cannot play that game again yet.
Oh no, we're gonna have to get a working N64 memory card on Sunday, aren't we?
Maybe.
Just, you know, to have.
Right.
We should test it while we're there.
Yeah.
Too bad I work tomorrow. Today. Too bad I work today.
Same here. If I could just never go back to work, that'd be great.
That would be. Chima Drew says you could play Lunar DS, then Quest 64 wouldn't seem so bad. I mean,
she's not wrong.
You're not. She's not wrong. She's just Top Man. What was it? No, it was Bright Man, right?
I think so.
Spark Man. That's what it was. Because Spark Man's just dumb.
Oh no, somebody killed him. Or knocked him over.
Or he's wearing a scarf? I think he's just wearing a scarf.
Yeah. Well, it was more that weird cloak dude just walked away.
I was looking down here. I saw some movement. That's all I caught. With that only says, whenever I see the little bugs crawling, I think of similar enemy from Hollow Knight. The Shadow Gem. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Spaceman Spiff says, Quest 64 is charming and Shilf has big boobies, and I understand the heteros are into that. Hey Spaceman, some gay people are into big boobies too. Just some. Silvermane says, huh, this is mixed on Steam. Wonder what people hated about it. Bob, what do you hate about it?
Everything we've said about the stream so far.
But Silvermane doesn't know. So, I guess you would have read that sign before.
Yeah, and I couldn't read it.
And then, wait. You couldn't read it before?
Yeah, because I didn't have the translation note. That guy just gave me the translation note. Yeah. Yeah,
but
so that should have been... Yeah, I know.
That's how you would know to go
back.
back.
I know.
I don't think you have to wear the pendant.
I just took it off,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
That looks dangerous.
Toad says mixed sounds too high.
I feel like mixed is where most things land on Steam that are just okay.
Imagine you were okay with playing a game that was a 7 out of 10. This is the game for you.
Wait, where am I?
You teleported in the middle of the map.
Oh, there it is. I really could not, I was not seeing it.
That sword's real powerful.
Yeah, he is.
Stagori says, wait, you're wearing 2 belts? Are you a Final Fantasy character?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. How's that going for you?
It's very nice.
Huh. Oh. What time do you work today?
Like 1. Platinum.
I don't like the blur on your character.
Yeah, it is just...
I guess because it was sealed, so thus why you couldn't get to there from here.
Right.
Got it.
Now we can go.
Okay, Evil Eyeball, I totally understand that. What the fuck, Sturgoy? Sturgoy says Yahtzee's review of this was 75% a review of This Is the Police 2. Like, he just kept talking about that game instead of talking about this one.
Weird.
Because that game, though not the topic of this video, I assume is more interesting than this one. You really have to up through all of them.
Yeah, no, it's really dumb.
One of the worst problems of the Castlevania series.
Yeah.
At least the rooms look unique.
Man, that hurts a lot. I just wanted to check, but... Yeah. Does that. This Dan dies on stream.
Silvermane says, boy, I sure liked it when they fixed this problem in the DS games.
Yep.
With the teleporters.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. You know what's nice? Castlevania. Castlevania's real nice. Holy shit, Bob.
Just gonna die if I try it again, but here we go.
You did it!
Now I'm gonna die to this guy. I guess
It's okay, spam him with your MP attacks. It doesn't even make a sound when you ate it.
Yeah, no. Lame. Also, for some reason, the L1 button is used to switch between your different items. Like your different weapon or sub-weapon things. I don't... It like puts all of them up there. You don't even get the center.
Weird.
Like there's so many better ways you could use that. You could let me put backdash on it, but no, you don't even.
You can't customize the buttons?
Can't customize buttons at all. Oh, what are these?
I knew it. I knew they were just going to fucking give you a double jump this late in the game.
God.
Because it was the lamest way they could have solved that problem.
God, why'd you even give me the cloak? That was like the last upgrade.
It's like, why did they give you all these things in this order? You know?
Yeah.
Like, ledge grab shouldn't exist. Double jump should have come first. Float should have come last. Or never.
Or never.
But that's the thing, you can do a good float. That's the first thing you get in Aria.
Yeah, it's true. They didn't,
just
though.
didn't, is the problem. God, fucking, oh.
So now I can go back to all those places I was at before and actually get the things. If I wanted to do that.
The spiritual successors that are just fucking dog shit compared to the things they're based on are like bizarro versions of your ex-girlfriends from alternate dimensions that are all hideous. That's what it's like.
Is that really what I need to do to get out of here? Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a designed moment. I like how this game got a lot of passes from people just in the chat and in this room from, well, it is random, so, you know, they could have designed it better, but then it became clear that it's like, oh no, these are the designed parts.
Yeah.
Oh no. Sturgoy says, this is why I like Circle on the Moon so much. It gives you two things that make exploring more fun by the end of the first boss. What are the two things? I know running comes to you before you get anywhere near the first boss. But Sasha Play Gaming Channel says, hi, everyone, good morning. Hi, Sasha. How's it going? If there's enough space in your name, you should change the channel to have two ends, because it has two ends and not one. I don't know why I didn't think to say anything sooner. Cheese Taterson says, double jump makes the movement feel way better, but yes, it comes way too late in the game. Silvermane says, running and double jump, I think. And then Sturgoy says, running and double jump. Yeah, that's a good point. Double jump comes after the Cerberus.
Yeah, no, double jump is a great.
It's like immediate.
Right. And they do
But I
that.
didn't expect that. I expected some of the other abilities first. But yeah, no, double jump, very solid upgrade, should come first. So I'm wondering, is there anything you actually like about this game? Bob, go.
I liked it early on before it introduced all these bad things. And was just like, okay, I'm like Castlevania. And like, okay, I'm okay with doing that for a little bit. Just like, okay, you can...
Oh, good. A double jump version of this same insufferable fucking vertical column bullshit. Sorry, I interrupted. I'm sorry. I actually am sorry. Bob, continue.
But yeah, it seemed promising. It seemed like that he knew what Castlevania was and was gonna try emulating it. And then he just did it in every wrong way he could, as far as it went. So then I got like several hours into a game and ended up disliking it heavily by then. Let's see where this one goes.
It bugs me how the fading happens in chunks.
Between the screens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I just noticed with the teleporter, it may fade smoothly in between screens and only in chunks with the teleporter, but watch. I don't like it. Welcome to Dan has to record this, convert it to a lossless video and throw it to DaVinci Resolve in order to show the waveform as it transitions. I guess I could show that in Vegas. It just wouldn't be as easy to read because Vegas's waveforms and vector scopes suck compared to Resolve's.
Right.
Because of course it does. Strigoi says, you know what game has a better soundtrack than this, Bob?
Basically any game.
Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Cheese Taterson says, and is the wall jump as inconsistent here as on the PS4 version? That is what we're playing, so literally, yes. God, yeah. Stavroy says, do you seriously don't have a way to avoid hits or do you just not care? There are a lot of things about the way this game operates that make trying to do no damage stuff really fucking annoying.
Yeah, the backdash here is really delayed.
And
like
it can't interrupt an attack at all. You can't attack cancel.
Yeah, it's really frustrating.
But no, he can make jumps like that. Just so we're clear. But yeah, they apparently have items you get sometimes for defeating bosses with no damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked Bob to let me use the controller when he hit a point like that. And he let me try for a really long time. And it was incredibly frustrating how many things... Silvermane says, a Symphony of the Night inspired game without backdash canceling. What the hell?
Right? Like, it's crazy.
And that's the thing. Like, that's the thing I was talking about, where it's like... It's like insane when you run into things by people who are inspired by games and then completely miss what made them so great.
What's the emerald ring?
It allows you to use chaos control. Man, that's awful, but hey, get your luck up. If it weren't for you guys, I would have closed this tab a long time ago. I mean, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be in a room with this game right now. I'd be at my house asleep. They're like, wait, but we want you to sleep. And I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, I'm interested in what other people thought of this game and other things like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really do not like how it feels, and the music is so bad. This music sounds kind of like GoldenEye, in that Bob kind of looks like Fabio. Silvermane says, hey, luck is great if you're gonna farm stuff, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you got to get them ghost dancers and make them dance for you. I easily... And this isn't because I'm like some weird fanatical fanboy captivated by hype, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm hypercritical of this shit all the time. Bloodstain's just the only game that has delivered mechanically on exactly what I want, right?
Right.
I easily would spend more time with just the most recent Bloodstain demo than this.
Yeah.
You know? I think I already did. I spent like 10 hours. You've only spent 7 hours with this game. Shadow Gem, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Destroyed and fragments scattered across the universe. So that's the thing I need, but
Yeah, agreed, Silvermane. But yeah, just Bloodstained is in 3D, it's on Unreal Engine 4, and it feels so much closer to a proper GigaBois than this game. Like the way movement feels, the way jumps feel.
right.
You feel open to learning. Thanks, Thought Bubble. Story's like, yeah, it sounds like cheap N64 era American tier game music.
Ritual Dagger, is that any good? Probably not. It says it's better, but I know mine's way better.
Yeah?
Oh, this one heals as you hurt your enemies, so I wonder how short it is. Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I know the exact part of the song you're talking about, Toad. The dee-doo-doo-dee-doo-doo does sound like rare N64 synth. Wouldn't it be nice if, like, indie games that were bad Metroidvanias were at least as good as Harmony of Dissonance?
That'd be pretty cool.
Harmony of Dissonance is one of the roughest GigaBois. You know?
Yeah.
But it's still really great. God, I am seriously gonna be furious at game journalists if they pan Bloodstain. And I expect it.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
It's amazing how many journalists have shown up to talk about that game, and they're like, they have no idea what even is Castlevania. Like, what? How?
I think that's more of an influencer thing I've been seeing. I haven't seen too many game journalists do it. I've seen like random hosts on Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah. Silvermane says, but you can beat Harmony of Dissonance in under a minute with Maxim. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I've seen that run. He like goes through walls, so many of them.
That's true. And he does the weird spitty thing while doing it. Evil Eyeball says, by the way, Dan, you should open your Poke gifts. You're totally right. I totally fell out of that game. Because, you know, I got really busy with the channel and I was really upset that I wasn't getting more done. And then I also messed up my back. And then I also did the tooth thing. And you can't really stress yourself when right after you get a tooth pulled. So yeah, no, it was a chain of events that just made me go, man, I really can't play that game.
I got the first gate.
Oh my god. Fine. Unit number 2 tries to add a level, 8675309. Hi, Unit number 2, how are you doing? How's it going, doll? Evil Eyeball says, get your health in order.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about me. was like, is your health that bad? Looks at number. No, that save's alright.
I probably should save though, because I did a lot of junk.
Silvermane says all that work and you only unlocked one of them? You know, number 2 says he's not bad. How's this game? Bob, I'm gonna make you say it every time because I've only played one extended bit and it made me want to fucking chuck this game into a ravine.
Yeah, it's got a lot of problems. I wouldn't suggest it. Maybe a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I don't know. It had a promising opening and it made me stick with it for a few hours, and then I feel obligated to keep going, even though it's become bad.
Harmony Dissonance was kind of confusing, not pretty at all, but at least you could move fast as fuck, so it wasn't a durdle.
Darn you, durdles.
Damn Balrog.
Where is this? It's over here. I haven't explored much over here.
Yeah. You gotta go up or down.
And down. Both. Ow.
Nope, knew it. Down's too easy, Bob. Couldn't have been down. It's too easy.
Really? Scimitar.
Chiba Drew says, gasp, I have 69,420 gold in Octopath. That pretty much means I beat the game. You're right. That does mean that.
Wait, what? I thought she said she only beat chapter 1.
69,420.
Oh my god. I'm a smart guy who,
Who's good with numbers.
Yeah.
And recognize them when they're said out loud. Pattern recognition, Bob's forte. You know, number 2 says, it's got really nice art, at least. Yeah, I don't hate the art style. There's a lot of effect stuff that could be better, like the blur behind your character being the same color as your character. Kind of like, just makes your character look blurry. You know?
Yeah.
Like the after images are too tight with you for you to contrast strongly with the background.
Right.
And that's kind of bad.
Hey, this is a new thing.
Cool. Silvermane says, you know what the biggest problem I think most of these indie Metroidvanias have?
What's that?
So many of them are primarily artists and not much in the way of programmers. They all look really nice, but mechanically they're almost always bad. With that only says, I mean, I assumed that the problem wasn't programmers, but designers. You could be a good programmer and artist and not understand what game design.
Right, you could just have no idea what you're doing. That
Right.
side of things.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what Silvermane meant. Toad says, decent art, but I wouldn't say it's aesthetically pleasing. I couldn't see anyone printing out pixel art from this and being like, oh man, look at that, like they do with the people who made Bastion.
Right.
You know? Because, like, all that art's gorgeous.
I really wish that those guys would make a game that I actually enjoy.
Have you tried the latest?
I haven't tried the latest, but its pitch doesn't exactly sound exciting.
You don't like NBA Jam?
I do, but I don't.
You don't like visual novel NBA Jam?
You know.
What? Get the fuck out of your house. The fuck is wrong with you? That sounds like the pinnacle of fucking humanity.
Okay,
Yeah, I think yeah, this is intense. Oh, and then you're gonna go down and to the right. And then you're gonna live in a society. Then you're gonna become a mega chat. Sure, okay. Let's see.
That's not good.
Toad says decent art, I don't know, yeah. And then he says, Bastion's presentation was incredible. I just personally couldn't get into the game. That's how I was too.
Yeah, it just wasn't fun for me.
I mean, Transistor seemed like I would be more interested in it than Bastion.
Yeah, I really loved the art in Transistor, and then the gameplay was just... I don't know. It really didn't click with me. I'll just say that.
Too many liberal cucks in that game is what Bob's saying.
But yeah, those guys definitely are the gameplay.
Yeah. You couldn't stand playing the game because of the liberal cucks. Bye, purple bag. Oh, it's gone now. You didn't love purple bag enough, so it just left your ass. Silvermane says steel armor for that? Isn't this like late game stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And you saw how the thing I had was way better.
Yeah, how long have you been using that sword?
For a long while. Because this sword is broken. This sword gets better the more things you kill with it. So it's doing more damage than heavy weapons from when I first found it.
Because it took into account enemies you killed before that?
I don't even know.
All I know is it's fucking broken.
Right? I farmed one dude for a little while and it was just like, I'm gonna keep getting more and more powerful.
The funny thing is, like, you know, I could probably design mechanics for a good Metroidvania, right?
Right.
Probably couldn't do... definitely couldn't do art.
Yeah.
And I think doing the level design would be a little difficult. I think it would require an insane amount of insight. You know?
Right. Not easy.
Nope. Why is there a sword floating behind you? Oh, well, they like Symphony of the Night a lot, or the guy likes Symphony of the Night a lot, so... The sword familiar's here. Also, the scrolling over item sound is literally the one from Symphony. So, you know, it's a good sound. Why not? I guess. Sword hat. Also, yeah, it is a hat.
Yeah.
And that's really weird.
Yeah, it's really dumb that it takes up a whole accessory slot just to be like, oh, you're using this.
Hey, it's a manticore. Hey, it's a manticore that's charging for you and angry. Yeah, they look terrible.
Yeah, it's it. Why does it look so bad?
I don't know, I normally like particle effects. Just it's a really bad looking one.
Yeah, this Manicor's got a lot of health. There we go. Oh,
Chimera unlocked. What does that mean?
That means he's my bestiary now.
Gotcha.
So I'm guessing he's the only one of him. Because you usually have to kill several of the same thing to get it in the bestiary.
What the hell's this about?
Oh,
That shut down the 2.
Yep. So now we got 2 of the gates unlocked, guys.
Cool. We're getting there. It's a weird teleporter.
Time to go heal. For some reason, they made the save point like miles away from the freaking teleporter.
Is that not gripping?
How many? Still only have 2 platinums.
What do you need platinums for?
This guy wants to make his air balloon work. He needs more.
Cheese Taterson says, I was waiting for the sword familiar to level up until it's wieldable like Symphony of the Night. Yeah, no, I expect it. Especially with it looking so bad. Oh boy. It's okay, Bob, you're almost there. Just need to open one more gate and then it's probably a boss fight.
Probably. Was there one covering this one? No, there wasn't.
Strigoi says, the teleporting system makes me appreciate Order of Ecclesia more.
Yeah, no, they really figured that out in all the ones after the Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
I mean, all the portable games, they figure out how the teleporting system
Circle
should
of the
work.
Moon doesn't do it right.
Oh, does it not?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Oh my god. He starts grabbing it, but it's not for long enough to jump off. That's really annoying.
Yeah. Harmony of Dissonance just has unique teleporter rooms, so that way you can tell which one you're in based on the decorations.
Okay, so
but it's still in sequential order.
That's still bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they didn't figure out the DS. Or was Zarya?
Arya.
Okay.
Wait. I so rarely use teleporters in Arya. Strigoi says, if you're gonna subdivide your castle in levels, make them actual levels. And Silvermane says, if this is so Symphony of the Night inspired, where's the Chrysogrim? It's the wispy sword where it just appears in front of you.
Look, it's inspired, but he only made like a couple sword animations, okay?
Well, that one, he wouldn't even have to animate the guy swinging it.
It's true.
It would just appear in midair going whooshy whooshy whoosh.
It'd probably be too cool. Clearly, this guy's going for a more down-to-earth game. Can't be cool. Man, it's so weird that, like, look at this. 2 times now, it's just been like, oh, here's a really long hallway. Like, up here where I'm at now, and then the one I just did. It's so exciting. That's one like that. What do we got down here?
Chibajiru says, once you beat this game, you have to beat it again, but upside down. That'd be hilarious. And then you have to get to the final boss with the specific weapon and kill him with that one weapon. By the way, that weapon sucks. Just keep going.
Yeah, I was like, usually those kind of rooms just end with a chest. But it doesn't.
Right, yeah.
So I was a little weirded out with the door instead.
Bub was like, where's my treat?
Yeah.
That dirty trick. Toads asks where the shield rod is.
Yeah, no, there are interesting weapons like that. Like, trying to be Symphony, but doesn't have any of the charm. Like, you don't even get special moves for your weapons.
Yeah. I mean, if there was one part of Symphony I had to cut, it would be that or the familiars.
I definitely cut the familiars first.
You cut it over special moves for weapons?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Even
I
though
guess in
some of the
Symphony,
familiars help you access special areas and you can choose between a defensive familiar and an offensive familiar.
most of it will literally sit by and do nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the healing one will literally resurrect you from death.
Yeah, she can do that if you have the right item, but then it burns an item.
Is she using an item in that case?
Yeah, everything she does uses an item.
Huh.
Yeah, something really bugged me about it. Feel protected. It's so warm.
Toad says, hee hee, thank you. Chimadru says, probably doesn't even have the symphony, and probably doesn't even have the library. Silvermane says, dying in Symphony of the Night? Never. Toad follows that up with, I'm interested in this. I bet you can't tell I played that game.
Wait, is this looping back around?
This, okay, and then the way to the right, better unlock that third.
Okay, thank God.
This is a PlayStation Black Disc.
Alright, now we're here.
Time to take a stand. It's that area in the lower right missing a chunk. See it? Right above you and to the left? The lower right part of it? Yeah.
I just trying to remember which teleport takes me there. I think it's this one.
Chimajiru says, I only played through Symphony of the Night once. Well, with each person. Because I had it on the 360 and it would crash constantly and make it really miserable. That sounds terrible. I'm sorry for your loss. I'll notify you're next to Fruit Cup.
It's crazy that there aren't any save points on this whole floor. It's like I have to leave the whole thing completely and save in the town.
But Bob, it makes you not save and it stresses you out and makes you high stress.
No.
Oh.
It just makes me bored.
It makes you run back to town like a bitch. I'll notify you next to Fruit Cup is one of the funniest lines in all Teen Girl School.
Yes.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's some bad news. Oh, she's holding a fucking Jello cup full of fruit. Chiba Drew says, it reminds me of a level today with no checkpoints, damn right. It is way too much like that level, holy fuck.
We made it, guys. We did it.
That level would have been done 10 minutes earlier. Oh shit.
Is this the boss of the game?
Is it? I doubt it.
It might be, man.
You're getting there. That better not be the goddamn boss of this game. That is so bad looking.
Oh geez, he's Storm Eagle. Jesus, he's really fast, Storm Eagle.
This became even more relevant to Mega Man viewers very quickly. Sorry, it's so bad. Oh, and I guess he's also that guy from Donosaria. Yeah. There you go. Donosaro. It locked because of the trophy. Blue Bomber 285 says, long time no see, GigaBois. Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
What's up?
Oh man, Storm Eagle dives without a ranged weapon.
Oh, right, now I got that thing, so I need to take it to the other door that's in the gardens, because I guess the gardens are really the main hub of this world.
I guess. Let's see.
That's not even like I don't even get the satisfaction of, oh right, this whole thing's filled out. The translation book went in here? Everything else has been traversal based, and you're like, oh, put the translation book.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Helps you read a sign.
That's exciting.
Blue Bomber says, we're always streaming when he's working. What territory do you live in, Blue Bomber? Symphony of the Number 9 says unit number 2. Strigoi notes it's a very bad version of the Vampire Circus guy from Hollow Knight. Evil Eyeball says this bad Castlevania is giving me Castlemania. Also, Dan, when can I challenge you to Tetris Attack? I'm in New York. You know what? If I had installed that on Bob's PC so that way I could do it right now, I would do that right now. Unfortunately, Bob's PC doesn't have that program on it. Also, I'm just unbelievably tired.
Yeah, here we are. Wait, I need to go to the gardens. What am I doing? I'm going way past it.
DirectX says, hey GigaBois, do you play any shmups? If so, you should check out Super XYX on Steam. You should remind me some other day when I'm not passing out in the middle of a live stream.
Then we can stop.
I'm really curious.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll be another area or just a boss in there.
You literally are reaching the end of the game. Like, I'm pretty sure that page of the guide was the last page.
Probably. Oh, there's that guy. He's gonna tell me how end of the game this is.
Fucking. That's all he says, is the word fucking.
Oh, this shadow gem. Okay.
Okay, so that... I'll let you read that. Hey, Bob.
Hey.
You may want to get stuff.
Whatever.
Because seemingly special ending stuff.
We can get bad ending. Get special ending later. I don't know what... I mean, there's more guys to save. I think there's one person I'm missing.
What's through the door?
Well, let's see it. Oh, transition area, great. Always good to use that.
Pop up with the map. Magma chamber.
Oh, just color.
Okay, so yeah, the extra stuff to get the good ending or whatever apparently is the thing you just skipped by coming in here. You know, whatever.
I want to see if
Toad says, if I play Super XYX, will I be sucked? Silvermane says, I'm not seeing Super XYX on Steam. Okay. It's not finished yet. I just talked with the musician. He's doing the music and Duffel Mask with Yamaha 2151 arcade. Sega arcade and PC Game Soundtrack. That sounds good. I like that sound. Like how the devs made their game just long enough to where you can get a refund for it on Steam. How much time do you have into this save? I think he's at about 8.5 hours.
Yeah, something like that. That sounds about right.
About 8. Let's say it's 8. Strigoi says, now we're in Diablo.
So it's actually an area down here. It's not just the end of the game. I'm a little surprised.
I bet this is kind of like Chaos from Aria of Sorrow.
Where it's just super tiny.
It basically is just end of the game. What?
The XP is dropping like crazy in these areas. I've leveled up like 3 times.
Oh, yeah, you gotta grind out the rest of the levels in the game here. Toad says, oh, my bad. For some reason, I thought you started this file this stream. No, this wasn't fresh. This was just, hey, Bob, boot this thing while we talk to people and just hang out. You know, it was supposed to be a casual stream.
Right.
Then we were like, we're gonna beat this guy. That way Bob can move on, you know? We need to finish games with Bob, so that way Bob can ascend to playing better games.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly have been, instead of playing this for most of the time I've had to play stuff, I've been like, no, screw that, I'm gonna play Devil May Cry 4. Which may be not a great use of my time, but I enjoy it.
That's the Bayonetta video coming along.
Look, I made some graphics for it yesterday.
Oh, that's cool.
I unlocked some extra stuff I need to do for that to get...
How awful was unlocking that stuff?
The part for Bayonetta 2 is kind of bad, but... And honestly, the thing I had to unlock...
I don't know. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Just had a little shit fit, that's all. Skeleton.
Okay.
Spooky skeleton's gonna be your mom.
I don't want to read this. Jesus.
Okay, that's fair. I bet that developer would be destroyed.
There's...
It's a text log. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, maybe I shouldn't hate text logs as much as I do, but I really do.
No, that's fair.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
The ultimate challenge. The ultimate challenge.
What are you, a Mega Maker level?
The ultimate challenge. The ultimate challenge. This challenge is ultimate. Can I try?
There it is.
Oh, you got it.
Jesus.
But the lore! Did this game come out recently? It looks really good. Reminds me of Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight.
It is not as good as Momodora. No.
It is nowhere near as good as Momodora. Momodora is really excellent.
That's... Oh my god. I'd rather just play through that again. I haven't played through it on the PS4, you know? I bought it. I played a little bit. And I still really like that game.
Yeah.
I'd like to play more of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could just... Heck, I could even go for a run where I get perfect kills on all the bosses. Because that's a lot of fun in that game. Because that game feels good to play.
Yeah, it does. Feels excellent.
I forgot that they even had whips in this game. They do, but I got... Oh my god. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah. Puts whips in it, he has like 2 of them in the whole game.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't hit very fast. I guess the other weapon didn't hit especially fast either.
True, but it does do a lot less damage because the other weapon's broken.
Without Only says, I think this is a Mega Maker level.
It's possible, guys.
To which Silvermane points out, this game is procedurally generated.
Kind of.
Yeah, not as much as we thought. Like, the strategy guide we looked up looked exactly like our fucking map.
I feel open to learning.
You feel open to homeopathy.
Hmm.
I'm so woke. I bet there's nothing down there. Oh, there's
Something.
There's an empty room.
Why?
Blue Bomber says, "Oh, for Bob, there's a Movador speedrun tournament going on. Started about 2 weeks ago, I think.
Cool.
That thing's terrifying, and from Quake.
I was like, it's from something else too. I'm trying to place it.
Yeah, it's Quake. Absolutely.
I feel like it's something else also stole that design from Quake. Maybe I'm just thinking of all real monsters.
I mean, I guess you could be, yeah."
Or Turok.
Sturgoy says, "You were saying not procedurally generated enough. Have an empty room." Silver Rage says, "Oh, it's not enough to steal from City of the Night. You have to steal from Quake 2.
So I think I found the boss of the game, guys.
Yeah, this is the ending of the game, guys. If you don't want to see this, maybe get out. This last area was pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, it was.
Magma being the environment of the last environment of the game is so tired.
Yes.
My leak cue popped. Is that a puzzle leak? Is that what you're saying?
Oh.
And I want to play Tetris Attack. You're about to die. Just be stuffing chicken into your fucking face.
Oh, it's out, I think. Okay, I have ham.
And cheese. And lamb chops. Is there a sub-weapon that'll better arc up and hit him?
Not that I'll do any damage with.
Yeah. Really?
I guess that does.
That was 72. I like how there's no tell on that hand coming up.
Yeah, no. Great.
You just basically know that a hand's going to come up. That moment, so you should stay off the ground forever.
It's a good feel.
Steroy says Mother Brain too? Wow, that familiar is so useful. Does it even hit the boss? What's in Blue Moon?
Right. I like the splashes and how it hits like basically everywhere.
Good. Bob, clearly if you saved the princess, you would have gotten like really good.
Oh my god, I can't
blocking
believe I just
ability.
killed him. God.
Man, this game. Yeah, that's weird. That didn't feel eventful at all. Is this just not over?
Maybe. I don't know, I got an achievement, so. He's blowing up a lot. Oh no.
Hi, princess.
Does my main character die? Oh no.
Yeah, because you didn't save the princess, you dick.
What princess? It's the princess, Dan.
You didn't save the princess.
Whoa!
You killed the rainy turtloid. You did save the princess. Toad points out you leveled up on the final boss.
I like my sword.
Congrats on defeating the Beholder. Was expecting a dragon, but that's cool too.
Gonna get some more use out of this castle. This is where we started the game at.
I see. Then we do the scene in Star Wars. And you just turn around with giant medals, and then there's a hairy fucking animal next to you that screams. Silver Raid says ... Now enough talk, time to celebrate. Are you for real, game? Oh my god, you did just hold up a medal in front of a cheering crowd.
Wow.
Hey, at least there was no Wookiee. That's something.
Why?
It's fine.
Is that really supposed to be the reward? It's like, you got a medal. I mean...
Guys, that was the not great ending. Now everyone form a line and bounce in place.
Yeah. Exciting. I think for some ancient evil, here's a medal. That's the exciting part of that, right?
Yeah,
Not having saved the world, but getting the medal for it.
Yeah. I think it's really fucking weird that, like... Yeah, that like, what Silvermane said, what a flaccid final boss. That final boss was, like, less cool than the third to last boss.
Yeah.
That Trell guy, that King Trell.
Right? Yeah, that final boss is super lame. I don't know.
Eric yells, "It's fine, Bob."
Of course he would wake up in the middle of this.
Jesus fucking like, God. Can you stop living up to the joke? Can you just be less you for even one moment?
He's gonna run over here.
No.
And be like, hey,
He's a coward.
it's fine. It's fine.
He's a coward. He just woke up. He will not walk in here to yell at us that it's fine because that door is locked. Eric, goddamn it. How the fuck do you do this? And by this, I mean wake up at like 4 in the morning.
I guess he has to work at like 6 or 5.
Oh, God, that's gross.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
It's disgusting. It's not fine.
It got excessively not fine in this last bit, for sure.
That final boss.
Yeah.
Like, if nothing else, that final boss. What even happened?
Jeez, a lot of people died during the making of those videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's 5 Dragoi, okay? I'm just saying he woke up before 5. He woke up at some indeterminate time between 4 and 5.
And just civil medal. I got 100% explored. Jesus.
Are you fucking real?
Yeah, I filled out that map completely.
So really the only thing you had to do left was save the princess by getting the ability to swim and swimming in the gardens to go rescue her.
I actually already did that.
So what didn't you do?
I did the swimming thing. I didn't go back after I got the double jump to get more stuff.
Eric says it's worse because it's my day off and my body just does this now.
Sorry, Eric.
That is.
Oh right, it's Saturday. He gets those normie days off.
This is a fucking normie.
Hey Eric, you're here. If I save, will that make it so I can't go back and get the better ending?
We now wait for Eric to respond.
Yes, hopefully he hears that.
He's shrugging over me calling him a normie, I'm sure.
Maybe.
When something is made in your honor, but it's mediocre, must be awkward. Not that you're around to care. Yeah, there you go. Exactly my point with that only.
I don't think Eric's gonna tell me. I don't think he remembers.
I don't think he knows. Why would you save your progress, though, Bob?
I don't know.
What would be the point? You want to go back in and get everything. He seems to not know. He said,
Okay.
So yeah, don't do it. But you saved the princess?
Well, I saved somebody underwater. I did everything underwater. There was some. I thought there was just some regular lady down there, but
really,
maybe there's something else. Maybe there's some legit princess.
Challenge and defeat the arena.
I did that.
Beating the arena unlocks the diving gear.
Uh-huh.
You swim through the gardens and rescue the princess. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff about the arena, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah, that's still the arena junk. I can't believe they put the arena at right before the end of the game, jeez.
Oh man, you could have gotten some mithril armor.
Whoa. Wonder if that'd even be as good as the Traveler's Cloak.
Bob, you missed someone at some point in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's because I didn't go back with the double jump and go clear out all this stuff.
Weird. Princess's name of the dog.
Yeah, okay, I did save the dog.
Okay. Good job, Bob. You saved the dog.
I've made a good Hollywood movie.
Is the Silvermane says, is it as good as the Circle of the Moon Arena, though?
No!
When's the last time you did the Circle of the Moon Arena?
That's been a long time. Maybe.
Let me tell you about DSS spamming in order to just summon cockatrices and boost its damage by 4x.
Yes.
The arena's a pushover.
The arena here was okay.
Nothing is, says Strigoi. Nothing will ever beat the Circle of the Moon Arena, evidently.
Evidently.
Especially in fighter mode. Oh man, it is real cool in fighter mode. I think Portrait of Ruins whole thing was neat.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
And then it speeds up as you go down deeper and deeper.
Yeah,
that's good.
It was good. God.
That was real good. Now hum a song from this game.
No, there are none I want to do that
Check
for.
this out. Boo doo 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 doo. We're all going on a field trip. I never learned about that trick with the DSS boost. I had to beat it with raw skill and a lot of healing items. Yeah, no, that's how I did it back in the day too, but once I got past my first run or two, I was like, oh hey, look at this, this fucking works. Order of Ecclesia's arena had that amazing music.
I forgot it had an arena, because I always just think of the, like, trial thing where you go through it in a super elaborate platforming
Maybe
thing.
that's what I'm thinking of when it comes to the music, because if there was an arena outside of that, it was like chump change. Yeah, there was an arena outside of that, because it had the Chinese vampire.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember the
Listen here, Chinese vampire. Nothing you could do can impress me. And then it does a backflip.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna backflip.
And then Shino was like, whoa.
Of course, it's like this tall.
For some reason. But yeah, the Portrait of Ruin puzzle thing.
Mm-hmm.
That song is actually from an older Castlevania, which was amazing because it sounds like way too upbeat and fast and crazy to be that.
Yeah.
But I can't remember which one it is. That actually is the song, though. I love Harmony of Despair's boss rush. Is it Harmony of Despair or Harmony of Dissonance boss rush?
Probably the Dissonance, because the Dissonance one's really good.
Yeah, it's the best. But Riddle is 10 out of 10. I think Riddle is the song I'm talking about. The doodaloo doodaloo doodaloo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's fucking incredible. Now, Bob, do it.
Do. 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 Do.
Nice. You know, I probably should have kept an eye out for who the composer was on this game to see if it was the director or story creator, but I forgot to do that.
There isn't a
Backer's Tome?
Oh, this is all the backers. Okay.
That's weird. It's a lookup directory for backers. What? Imagine you just like put your email out there for everyone to get all of the rewards. You're like, fuck it guys, here you go. Harmony Dissonance is the one with a really good mix-up of bosses and lets you play as any assignment. Yeah, no, it's so good. But yeah, apparently Riddle's from Castlevania 3, and that's nuts. That song is incredible. Fucking incredible. I honestly would be totally cool with streaming for much, much longer and just talking to you guys about Castlevania. And if I didn't see the beautiful thing about if I ran this channel full time, and I would just segue into doing a full playthrough of like Portrait right now.
You could just do that.
I could just do that. There are places that sell coffee.
Yes, and we could just like I'm not even that tired.
I know.
That's what messed up because my sleeping got a little screwed because I've been off for quite a few days.
Right.
So
rip.
Rip me. I was up till 7 yesterday because I couldn't sleep. I was just like, okay, I'll just get all that junk in Bayonetta.
God, 7?
Yeah,
That's
no.
disgusting. What are you, me working on a video?
I was working on a video.
That's true. That's very true. Sorry, I'm just not used to thinking of you in that way. Oh. Podcast co-host and guy who looks at Twitter after streams for 3 hours straight and goes, I should go to bed. I should really go to bed. And I'm like, Bob, it's 6 in the morning. What are you doing? I've lost control of my life.
Basically, yeah.
But it's not I lost control of my life, it's I lost control of my waifu. And he's looking at pictures of anime characters. But yeah, no, unfortunately jobs. So I gotta shut this down.
Right? I'll bring up the trophy list just so I can see it.
See how close you are to platinum.
Eric said it was an easy platinum. He almost has it.
Jeez, Eric, do you go for everything that's easy? You're almost at that.
Side quest.
You're almost at that. You're almost at that.
That's like, if you die, the game just ends. Yeah, it's permadeath mode. Complete the game in hard mode. Break all the crates in the game. And all journal entries.
Oh, Mega Super, we shut down that stream, took a break for an hour, then started up another one. So don't think we're still going for a Mega Man Maker. But yeah, no, we're still doing streams, which is insane in its own right. And you're right, it has been like, it's been 9.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's
We beat this game though, so you know.
You take out that hour, it's only 8.5 hours. Respect.
How long have I played? That was 8 hours, 13 minutes to basically finish the game.
It doesn't say how many times you died though. You know, Strigoi was asking. It looked stupid easy. Yeah, I'm sure if you played very conservatively, you could pretty easily get through without dying.
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean, Eric did it, and but he can just like turn the game off. Like if you see that they're gonna die, pause it and exit the game.
What Bob was halfway through his sentence of saying is Eric did it, and that guy sucks at video games.
No, just putting it out there as a reference of, hey, he told me how he did it. It's not hard.
Silvermane says it said 14 deaths on the previous screen. Okay, well, Stavulak,
yeah, there
Achilles here, says Chasm original soundtrack by Jimmy Origi Stavulak. That's a relative of someone who worked on the game, one of the two creators.
Okay.
Because it was James Stavulak and James something else. It was two Jameses as the designer and story. So that explains that.
All right.
That's really unfortunate. Because the music's just bad.
Yeah, like it's easily the weakest part of the
No, I think it was good before. The weakest. It's just the weakest.
Yeah.
It's the weakest. Period. Of all. But yeah, I gotta go sleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Two James Productions. Yeah, that should be their name.
So it's Bit Kid.
I don't get it. Bit Kid is a terrible name. It's like GigaBois. What an awful name. I'm really glad Eric didn't kick down that door, you know?
Right. That'd be awkward.
Yeah, that would be pretty awkward. Now, Bob, let me tell you about sinks versus toilets and how they're waist height.